Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. This is the Real Estate and Home Improvement Show. We bring you examples of how to improve your home. We had a guy today on with the solar screens that work so good, and we've had people on how to repair your roof on your own and how to plant your lawn. We also have so many realtors come on the show and show us the cool houses that we have that they have for sale. But the one thing all this real estate stuff revolves around is getting a loan. You can't do anything if you can't get a loan. So we've asked some loan experts in today from the Link team at Core Home Loans, Lisa Flores and Kendallin Quiz.
Yes.
And you guys help people get loans.
Yes. So I've been doing this now for 8 years. It's gone by really fast. You know, the industry has changed a little bit. But that's, to be expected with real estate. It's gonna fluctuate. So
I'm in real estate a little bit.
You don't.
Yeah, I'm a real estate broker, but I'm not pitching for me. But when I was young, people would come say, we want to look at houses, we're going to buy a house. You take them and show them all these houses, and then they go, we want this, and they don't qualify.
Right.
I made the classic mistake of what? Have them talk to the lender.
Right. They skipped
Yeah.
step 1 and they went,
Yeah.
maybe to step 4.
Yeah, you don't even get in my car. You don't even let them in your car anymore until they talk to the lender.
Yeah, because, it sets the correct expectation. I think right now what people want to know most is what is my monthly payment? What does this price look like every single month?
Every month, right.
So, and that's important. It's important for them to know from the very beginning what's their comfort zone, what are they paying in rent right now, what would a mortgage look like, would that increase or stay about the same? But, we know the benefit to owning a home is that you get that equity. So while, yes, you are paying the mortgage, in 20 years, guess what? You're still paying that same payment.
The same
if you
amount.
haven't changed anything else.
It doesn't go up, does it?
Right. But if you were renting, I'm pretty sure in 20 years it will be more expensive at that time than it is today.
It'll be quadruple by then.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know. I don't even want to think about it.
Now, as I said, all the things we talk about on our show start with the lender. That's you guys.
Yes.
A guy the other day, he's been in his house for 20 years, and I love my house. I don't want to move, but I need a new roof. I want to put in a pool. All this. You can help with that too, right?
Yeah, that's a perfect time to do a cash out refinance. We can pull equity from the home right now. If that's the case, there should be plenty of equity, right? He'll be able to do repairs, put a pool, fence, all that stuff, and that's, again, another benefit of owning a home is that when you're in those positions, you kind of get to make those calls, right?
Yeah.
That's an advantage, because definitely if you do not own the home, you are not getting that appreciation, you are not getting that equity, so you don't get the benefits to do the refinance and
some people get this money, refinance their home, take the money and go on a trip to Europe, which I don't recommend. But if you put it right back into your home,
right,
then you don't lose anything. You're going to get
no.
By the
You're
way,
making another investment. For
that
sure.
cash out thing you talked about is tax free too. You don't pay taxes on that money.
Yeah, not a lot of people know that, and I think that's again, you're able to pretty much draw a loan on yourself, and you're able to still fix that payment in, and you still have your terms. There's other options too. Sometimes maybe it's a HELOC, maybe it's a second mortgage. So there's even more options than just the cash out refinance, which is pretty much the most popular one. But again, options when you meet with someone and they find out how much is it that you need and go from there.
I talked to a guy the other day, same scenario, been in his house a long time, wanted to do some improvements on his home, did the refinance, and when he got done, even with buying the pool and the roof and stuff, his payments were lower.
Yeah, that can happen. You can eliminate mortgage insurance sometimes.
Oh, that's right.
You can get, depending on what your loan balance was and your value, you can have a lot of factors in there that might give you a better price rate. You can go from a 30 to a 25, or you can get as aggressive as you like and go to a 15 or 10 if you're looking to pay off your loan quicker. So again, just so many options once you get that consultation that is free from a loan officer.
Okay. So my point today is call Lisa Flores and find out. It's free. You said it's free. It's free to find out.
It's free.
Maybe it won't make sense, and she's very honest. She won't get you into something you can't handle, but find out.
Right. It's never too early, and I think that's what my clients may think, or someone who's on the fence about buying. I think they may think, well, I'm really not looking and right now or today, maybe in 3 months and 6 months, or maybe a year or at the end of this year or something. There is nothing wrong with starting early. You only two things that happen. Either you're ready to go or we let you know what needs to happen so that you can
get
get
ready.
ready to go.
Right.
Correct.
So somebody's ready to roll, thinking, man, I should look at buying a house, and they're going to meet with you. What would they bring? What do they need?
So basic items would be their ID, some type
Mm-hmm.
of identification, their most recent 30 days of pay stubs, their last 2 years of their tax returns, and then where are they going to be using their funds from? Is that going to be a retirement, a savings? Are we,
Their funds, you mean the down payment, what they're putting in?
correct,
Yeah.
their down payment and their closing. So we'll look at all of that.
What do you think somebody needs if they're going to buy a $300,000 house? Do you know how much cash they're going to have to come up with, or is it different every time?
So let's say if they went in with a conventional loan and they did 3% down, the down payment would be $9,000. Probably closing costs, let's just say, are just that. Let's say another $9,000. In total, they would need about $18,000 as their investment. So part of it goes into their purchase. That's their skin in the game, as they call it, and then they'll have their costs at the end, which right now, sellers are offering some costs to offset the cost of homeownership.
So maybe less than the 18,000.
So maybe less.
Okay.
Yeah, so 18 at the most, and then maybe less, give or take.
What about veterans? How much would they need to bring in?
So I thank you for bringing that up today. Zero. It is 100% financing
Wow.
for the vets. It is a lifetime benefit. You can have multiple uses. There's no mortgage insurance, right? So on average, maybe 150, 180. And what that does is it's factored into, overall how much can I afford? Because that's going to go into their budgets. So there's no MI. You get a great rate. They're more lenient on that debt to income ratio. And like I said, who doesn't want to buy a home with 0% down?
Yeah, that's why I tell people, call Lisa
Yeah.
Flores. Just ask her. It's free to find out. I want to frame this thing again. I know a veteran, he's renting. He's always rented. I can't buy. I don't this. I don't that. He's paying $2,000 a month. In 5 years, it's going to be $10,000. I mean, it's just going to double and double and
Yeah.
double. And
It's scary.
but you said the mortgage, whatever your payment is,
It's fixed.
it doesn't go up ever. Wow.
Right. So I know that's a big thing right now with inflation, right? The last thing that we need is our housing expense to go up. And I know that that's kind of what's been coming out on, the CPI reports is that housing is trending up. And why is that? Well, a lot of that's driven to, rents being more expensive. So it is a factor that we're all affected by. But the best way that you can hedge yourself and protect yourself against that happening to you is, you get a mortgage. You lock in that payment. I can expect if I make the payment today and at the end of my 30, if I do nothing else but make all of the payments, at least I know what that payment is coming every single month.
Right. One thing I noticed about this, I have a really big house here. It's bought it in 2006, and when I was making the payments, I thought, man, this is a big payment. I don't know what. Here we are, 20 years later. My payment's $800 a month. It's nothing. Could you imagine renting a place like this? So, yeah, buy a house. That's my point. Anyway, when you come, I've always got all these questions to ask and stuff. I don't let you say anything. Anything you want our viewers to know?
I would say for anyone that's considering entering the market this year or in the coming years, even if it's something that you've considered or you've thought about, or maybe you saw a house on your way home and you were interested and maybe you walked by, you're interested but you just don't know what the next steps are, I would definitely, let's get connected. We can provide you with a plan, what you would need to do, the steps you would need to take to reach your home ownership. So if that's 6 months or a year, or maybe your lease is up, right, we can make plans that fit your timeline. So it's not necessarily for, tomorrow, or if you don't find anything over the weekend, then you're done. The best position to put yourself in is you're always ready to buy at any time. So I heard someone say that, if you're looking to get into real estate, you should always be pre-approved.
Be ready
because
to buy.
You never know what may come up. So maybe that home does come up, as it likely will. You've already met with the lender. You've already talked about, the rate and the payment and the down payment and all of that stuff. So you feel like, okay, I am confident enough to decide when I would like to, make an offer on a home and move forward. But you have that confidence that I've been pre-approved. I've spoken with the lender, and, I'm definitely already ahead of the competition.
Kindlen, do you agree?
I absolutely agree. I met somebody this weekend. They were motivated by the home, but have not met with the lender yet. So
Yeah, see.
they're already a little bit
Yeah.
behind.
That's quite a recipe for disappointment.
Right.
You know, because they find their perfect home. When I was a young realtor, that's what I did. You get the perfect home, and it's just like that much out of their reach, and they don't get it. And then they're settling for something. Oh, we have to get that. So
Yeah.
talk to the lender first.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Anything else you want to tell our viewers?
We are also having an event. It is called 559 Coffee and Cars that we are going to be having at Campus Point. It will be a 3-event series. First date is February 18th, March 18th, and then we are
April 15th.
April 15th. Thank you for that. And what it is, we just basically want to create a neutral platform where car enthusiasts and people who are from our industry, right, realtors and lenders can come and meet and network, right? You can get your questions answered. You can find a realtor that's, really into cars or in some form. Maybe they have a hobby car. Maybe they have a kit car. We just really want to create a neutral space where we can invite people to come, network. We'll have coffee and pastries. And, of course, we'll be there with our company, Core Home Loans. And then we will also have Tomas Molina from Frezias Realty, and they will also have, the real estate side ready to go. So I think it'll be a great event. It is, like I said, February 18th at Campus Point. Come out, meet some lenders, some realtors. If you come and register, you can get a free photo of your car. We'll send it to you digitally.
Nice.
And then, of course, we'll have all of the home buying information if someone is interested in buying or selling a home.
And the important part, the coffee and what else?
Cars, yes.
Oh, the Danish. There's some food, some Danish.
Yes,
or something?
yes.
pastries.
That's why I'm going, you guys. So if you're not sure yet, you're kind of don't know if I want to go to this event and just say hi to Lisa and Kindlen and the other people there. Just get to know them a little. Once you meet Lisa, you trust her. You feel confident that you're in the right hands. So I recommend her.
Thank
guys.
you.
Thanks for
Thank
coming.
you. I look forward to it.
We'll be back with more real estate show and home improvement show right after this.